This video will show you our Melissa data extension for Zoho CRM that's able to grab a property just based on their address and offer you data points like how many bedrooms, the year the property was built, assessed value, and other points that we're going to be discussing in this video. It's a great tool for contractors and anyone working in home improvement. When you download the extension, all it's going to do is ask you if you want to install it for the admins only or all users, or you could choose different profiles. Most of the time, you're going to be doing it for all users. Confirm it, and you're going to have to wait until the extension installs. Let's see, hopefully it's quick today. Now we're done. What I do next is I'm going to navigate over to Melissa settings. It's a module. If you don't see it up here because you have too many, you just type in here Melissa settings, and it's going to request your license key using credits, and your module. So what we're going to do is we're going to log into Melissa data, and we're going to get the license under the account section. If you go to Melissa data and you type in my account right here, it's going to take you exactly to that page where you can grab that information. Melissa data you could sign up for in the same area, and they do offer some pretty low pricing for credits that you could take advantage of. I grabbed that information from my account and I added it to the license key using credits. It's the exact same spelling, so you would be able to find it. Mapping means if you want to use this on a leads module, what's going to happen is when you activate Melissa data for a address, it's going to be in the Melissa properties custom module right there. And you could actually call it into another module like leads. So if I'm working with leads and I want to have information there for a property, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create those fields first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to probably pull in, let's get some ideas. Let's start with this first so we know what Melissa is giving back. So when you go to Melissa properties and you create a new property, you could type in your address in a free form way. This is going to be your property name. So that's where you would put the address and you simply save it. You could fetch Melissa data. Since it's using credits, we added a button so it's not automatic. I think it's taken more than one credit. So there we go. Now we got APN numbers, year built. We got the owner's name, the building square footage, the lot square footage, acres, bathroom, bedrooms, how many of those. And that's what you get back basically from Melissa data. So now what we could do is call this into a property. So what I'll do is Year built would be maybe one of them. Let me make it. I need a little cheat sheet. Area building. Okay, select area building. Bathroom, bedroom. Let's start with that. So we got 4 fields. The Melissa data will fill out. We just need one more. We're gonna have to add a lookup field to Melissa property. Save it. Now we'll create our workflow. Specific number. You want to check this. You want to select your lookup field. Anytime it's modified to not empty. And then it isn't empty. We're going to run this function that we'll provide to you guys. Just write it again. We're going to have 2 arguments. One's going to be an ID to the lead ID. You have to press the number sign and then you get this little pop out. Save it. Look up API name. Let's double check. You could double check your API name. It's very important by going to setup, API and SDKs under Developer Hub. Navigate down to the leads. And it's Melissa property. Save it. And done. So if I have a lead, I have to go back and still do my mapping. So if I have the leads module and we said we're gonna do what we're gonna do, we're gonna do year built. There it is, year built. So we're just going to have to select year built here. So it's a little grayed out versus black lettering. We'll probably update that a little bit. I'll make a note. But that's how you know it's filled out. Otherwise, those are just the actual names of the Melissa data, not the mapping. So we're going to do now area. Area building. Then bedrooms. And then bathroom. I think I had everything. Let me save it. And what we're going to expect is if I add a new lead, there's a lot of test stuff in here. Business type, as far as testing. So here is a lead for us. Okay, very good. Now we're going to go to the Melissa data lookup field and select only property. And then when this runs, it's going to fill out the information right there from Melissa data. So you could do the same thing for deals module, etc., etc. Or you could have a custom module. As long as you map them, you're going to be able to do the same thing I just did. So at this point, it's not using credits. It just pulled it from the Melissa properties module. So the only time you're using credits is if you pull it down from Melissa data into this module. You know, other things you could do is you could have the local property appraisal website open up based on the APN. The way you would do that, we have in a Melissa properties module, and we could do it here too, or we could do it in the leads module. We do a link. I already added it, but basically you do a link and you add the URL in here. In our case, Palm Beach County had this link. The parcel ID is going to be our APN. We go into just add the unformatted APN, which is here, and save it. Once you do that, then the property appraisal opens up with one click. So the other thing we could do is we could add this to the leads module now, since we have, well, not so fast. We need to add one more field called APN. Let's call it unformatted APN. Unformatted APN. So we'll go back to the mapping and APN. Here we go. We're gonna find it here. Here we go. Save. Now we're going to We're going to refresh this. There it is. So all we have to do really is in this case, our workflow runs when this is changed to not empty. So we could just play this little game. Otherwise, we could run the workflow based on the function. By doing this, this will fill out the APN number. There it is. Now we could create our link. Palm Beach County property appraisal. There. And APN. There we go. So now we got, new leads. So if I want to add another property, you could also upload them. Let's say, let me get this property. Yeah, this one I want to add. Save it, fetch it, success, get a new lead, Boca, man. Again, this is just a test wizard. It's a demo account. That's why it looks ugly. But here we select our new property. And now this will update. There it is. And now we should be able to just click the link. And we get information on that property. So that's how it's done. And let us know if you're interested in this extension and the configuration. We could do it all for you. And we'll be happy to work with anyone interested. We'll update the extension as we go along and offer some more features in the future with new videos. We're going to be adding ChatGPT AI knowledge base. We're testing it right now, how much of it knows based on properties. That's our next edition. So stay tuned and let us know how we could help. Our information is in the description. Thank you.